I'm going to rewind to you this clip of Donald Trump when he was on Joe Rogan explaining how there's all of this barren land in California and these droughts that keep happening that aren't actually attributable to a lack of water, of course, right? California is kind of surrounded by the ocean, but rather to people with big hearts that want to save little fishies. Take a listen.
I was in the farm court country with some of the congressmen. We're driving up a highway, and I say, how come all this land is so barren? It's farmland, and it looked terrible. It was just brown and bad. I said, but there's always that little corner that's so green and beautiful. They said, we have no water. I said, do you have a drought? No, we don't have a drought. I said, why do you have no water? Because the water isn't allowed to flow down. It's got a natural flow from Canada all the way up north. Water, more water than they could ever use. And in order to protect a tiny little fish, the water up north gets routed into the Pacific Ocean. Millions and millions of gallons of water gets poured. I could have water for all of that land. Water for your forests. You know, your forests are dry as a bone.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dangerous.
That water could be routed. You know, you could have everything. Oh, not only dangerous, billions of dollars a year they spend on forest fires. And, you know, there's a case with the environment. They're not allowed to rake their forests because you're not allowed to touch it. All they have to do is clean their forest, meaning rake it up, get rid of the leaves, get rid of, leaves that are sitting there for 5 years. And
we'll certainly get rid of the dead fall.
And get rid of the trees that are fallen.
Yeah.
So there you have it. You're supposed to have controlled burns. There's supposed to be more water that's flowing in. And none of this can happen because environmentalists are like, no. Don't touch anything. And if you do touch anything, make sure it's to reroute the natural thing to make sure that we're able to protect the fishes. It's really anti-human is what it is. Like, they're willing to let human beings suffer and die, basically, to protect their vision of what they believe is